Your iPad. Oh, good, good. So your PC seems to have a virus or something. That's why you're having trouble. So
I don't know. It's very interesting. I couldn't join it, but all other websites and Skypes are working perfectly. I cannot find the reason. So, yeah, it's very bad that we are not professional when it comes to technology.
Have you tried maybe to have a hangout video with somebody else, like a friend?
No, no, no.
Maybe you should try that and see if it works. Maybe it's not.
Renat, what browser do you use?
Google Chrome.
Yeah, maybe you. It makes sense to try Firefox, for example. They have different architectures, and for example, I'm using now Firefox, and it's
okay.
I think problem.
Yeah. Thank you. I think it's a good idea. Yesterday or tomorrow I will try with Firefox. Yeah, sometimes it works. I know that in my classroom I cannot join with Google Chrome, but with Mozilla Firefox I could do it. So I need to try it tomorrow. But today I will cope only with iPad, I think. At least I have a chance. Yeah, to work with this. Yesterday I couldn't join again. I spent 3 hours by speaking. I have spoken with Anne and with Dmitry and with one guy, I forgot his name. And today again I spent 2 hours before like preparing, but they couldn't find the reason, and I forgot that I have this iPad even, and some because this Dmitry knows that I used before iPad and offered me to use this one again. So I'm happy now to see you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yesterday you had a problem. Not just yesterday and the day before yesterday, correct?
No, just yesterday.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll get resolved. Yeah. Hello, Ivan. Welcome. Welcome to the party.
Nice to see you.
Likewise.
Are you going to watch the game after the lesson?
Oh, I can't wait. There are a lot of good matches on tonight. A lot of good. The Champions League is on. For those who are interested in football, the ladies, are you interested in football at all? Olya?
I like tennis.
Tennis. Okay, there's no tennis tonight. Only football, I believe. Tatiana, can you hear me?
What?
I haven't heard anything from Tatiana yet. Okay, yeah, so we have some nice football matches on tonight. I can't wait to watch them. It's going to be just in time when I finish this lesson with you guys. And so I look forward to it.
But actually, one game is already finished.
Yes, Bayern Munich, I believe they won again. CSK.
CSK.
Yeah, I think it was a tough match. I didn't watch it. I had a lesson earlier. So it was tight. It was only 1-0. So it must have been a really close match. Did you watch it?
Oh, only the first half.
How was it?
It was boring.
Really?
Yeah. I guess Bayern Munich didn't push all the efforts. They played like 50%.
They're playing tactically. They didn't want to expose their defense and to concede a goal. Yeah, that's Germans. The Germans for you. Yeah, even though Spanish coaches them, they still do the German attitude of playing football. All right, ladies and gents, how about we get started?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. So, like Rinat always likes to say,
without further ado, let's get down into business.
Let's get down to business. Very good.
To business.
Alrighty. So last time, what did we cover last time? Who remembers?
Yes, something.
So we're gonna be continuing now. Or maybe we haven't even done 10. Yeah, we haven't done this one either. So we'll do that. Maybe 9. Yeah, who remembers? Let's go up so you can remember a little bit.
I don't quite
I
remember.
have done 9.
Yeah, well done. So we haven't done 9, have we, Olya?
No, we haven't.
Good. So we finished after 8. 8 was our last exercise. So we were using much and a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, in comparative sentences.
By far and easily, yeah.
Yeah, by far, you know, Tony's easily the best student in our class, so without a question, and so on.
Yeah. That's the place.
Yeah, so we covered that. And above that, we did comparatives and superlatives. Yeah. So Rinat, I think you were absent. Were you there actually?
No, I was absent.
You were absent that time. Yeah. Okie dokie. So yeah, adjectives, you know, and their comparatives and superlatives. We covered some of those, and then how to, you know, introduce. You know, more is less, and the opposite of the most. I mean, of the most is the least. Yeah. So then we looked at some of these sentences here. The introduction of much, which is a lot. Texting is much quicker than writing a letter. A bit, which means a little. Texting is a bit quicker than emailing, and so on. So now, let's look at number 9. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. I apologize. Probably you're struggling to read. So we can use the following structure to say that two things change together. So we have verb plus comparative, or plus subject plus verb. Then we have verb plus comparative plus subject plus verb. Yeah, so that's the whole sentence with a comma split in between. As an example, Olya, can you read the example, please?
The more languages you speak, the harder it is to learn a new one. The sooner the better.
Easier.
Yeah, the E. Yeah, good.
Sorry.
That's fine. Excellent, thank you. So the more languages you speak, the easier it is to learn a new one. So the construction, exactly the same. So the first part is the same as the second part. Yeah, so the only difference is we are saying the more and then the easier. Or the sooner, the better. Yeah. So if somebody asks you, so when would you like your new car delivered to you? You could say, the sooner the better. Has anyone heard of this expression before?
Yeah.
Yes, many times I think.
Yeah, this is very common to use. Let's have a look at these questions then. Which word gives each sentence the correct meaning? Okay, Ivan, read A for me, please.
The fewer mistakes you make in the exam, the better score you get.
Or the second one.
The more you practice speaking, the more fluent you will become.
Yeah, excellent. So here we have to choose, is it less or more? And you've chosen more. Excellent. So the more you practice speaking, the more fluent you will become. And the first one?
The fewer?
Excellent. The fewer mistakes you make in the exam, the better score you will get.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you see the logic?
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's do the second one. Who wants to do the second one? Any volunteers? Okay, Rivat, I guess. So what are we doing first of all? Let's read the sentence.
Make sentence that describe how you think the things below change together.
Mhm.
The more language you speak, the your earning potential. The more you have, or the more you improve your earning potential.
So what adjective are we going to use?
The more language you speak, the better your earning potential.
Okay, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Or what else could you say instead of better?
The best? No. The better.
Much better. Much better.
The much better? Yeah, you wouldn't use much in this case.
Yeah.
So,
Why?
the much better. Because you has to be the same. Remember? Like remember here at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly this. You have to follow the same identically.
Maybe
So
the easier you earn.
Earning potential, it cannot be easier, it cannot be better, or it can be higher.
we're talking about quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Amount.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're earning money, yeah? You're going to be earning money.
Yes.
So the more languages you speak,
The more
good is your salary.
Okay. Or, okay, let me see if I can give you a hint.
Maybe the quicker.
the quicker languages you speak.
The quicker your earning potential.
There is nothing quicker, I think, when it comes to potential.
Yeah. You're gonna have to use your imagination now. I don't want to make it too easy for you. I want to make you think.
How about higher? Is it suitable?
The higher your earning potential. Okay, you're very close. There's another word which is similar to that, which fits.
Give us first letter.
I think if I give you, I was thinking of giving you the first letter, but then it'll be too easy, I think. Yeah, all of you are pretty much intermediate students and above, so I think you should be able to figure it out. Olya, do you know?
No.
Give us first letter, and we will guess.
Okay, let's see. It has 7 letters altogether.
Greater.
Wow, how did you get that? You're very good with maths.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome. Yeah, the greater your earning potential.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
So,
we use this word when we compare two numbers.
Okay, so the more languages you speak, the greater your earning potential. What about B?
It's probably wider. The wider the spread of English and culture of English-speaking countries, the wider local languages and traditions, something like that.
Okay, you're on the right track. It's good, you're making progress. But there's another word instead of wider.
Instead of wider.
More, just maybe.
No. Wow.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, maybe you're overthinking it. This first one is pretty easy. Wider, maybe I can accept that. Yeah, but there's another word that also fits here.
First letter again. Tell us first letter.
Okay, it has 7 letters.
Maybe just the first.
Sorry, Ivan?
First.
The further? Did you say further?
Further.
Spelt it. Is that the right word?
Yes.
The further the spread of English.
No.
Yeah, it could be accepted. Yeah, yeah. It's like wider in a different context, but similar connection. It has 7 letters.
Bigger.
Bigger spread.
Okay, bigger is accepted as well, but we've used this one already.
Maybe broader.
Greater.
Broader.
The broader the spread. Broader, actually. Yeah, broad. It's like wide. Similar to wider. Broader, wider. Okay, both are accepted. But Ivan just said it, I think. Greater.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you say it or did not say it? Somebody
No.
said greater.
Yeah, I said it.
Excellent. So, the greater the spread of English and the culture of English-speaking countries, local languages and traditions. Now, you have to understand this sentence in order to give me the second one.
A little bit strange. Greater.
So,
The poorer, like more poor. Weaker.
Maybe just a less.
yes, yes. So, we're understanding that it's going to be like the opposite, right?
Yeah, yes.
Good.
Yes. The less local language and traditions. Yeah, so we need one word more, I think. The poorer. The harder, maybe. For local.
Narrower.
Okay. I'm
Mean-
going to give you, actually here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words. eight words that could be put here. And I'm going to give you one of them, which should probably give you the foundation of this. Okay? The word is threat.
Threat, точно есть такое слово.
Okay?
Threat. Harm.
Yeah.
Harmer.
What's threat? What does threat mean?
Threats is dangerous something. Potential is negative potential. The greater the spread of English culture.
Yeah, so there is a potential of threat or damage. A potential of damage. Yeah, so threat. It has a negative connotation, yeah, or negative meaning, let's say. So threat.
It's the same with Russian language.
Risk is like risk.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what would you use here? The greater the spread of English and the culture of English-speaking countries, the
greater risk for local language and traditions.
the greater the risk. Or you could also say the more of a threat there is. Okay, I'll type it for you.
So tricky.
Yeah, the more of a threat there is to and then local languages and traditions. Because what's under threat? What's in danger? What is in danger when the spread of English and the culture of English-speaking countries, becomes larger? Yeah. So when that keeps going up, then also at the same time there is more threat. When it comes to the local languages and traditions. Okay. All right. So it's yeah, practice. Practice makes perfect, I always say. Yeah. So we need to practice these. And now, before we move on to the next one, I'd like you to give me a sentence each, if you can. Try to, construct your own sentence and see if we can use some of these. Yeah, any of these.
Okay. The more we have English lessons, the less mistakes we do with our grammar.
Excellent. Yeah. The more English lessons we take, the less mistakes we'll make. Yeah, it even rhymes. Very good. Well done, Rinat. Okay. What about another student?
The more you practice in the gym, the stronger you become.
Very good.
You will
Excellent.
become.
Yeah. Well, we would say the more you train, because in the gym we train.
Okay. The more you train, the stronger you will become.
Excellent. Or you could also say exercise.
Should we say will become? Can we say without it? The more we exercise, the stronger we become.
Usually,
the same tense usable.
Yeah. Both tenses are usable. Yeah. If you just use will, then it's for sure you are talking about the future. Or if you just want to make a statement, general statement, not referring to the future, you don't have to use will.
Yeah.
Well done, Ivan and Rinat. Olya and Andre.
You try.
Yeah, no problems.
So, the further you go to achieve your goals, the closer you get to it.
The closer you
Get to it.
Sorry, I didn't catch the last word.
Get to it.
Oh, the closer you get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Very good sentence. Yes, I like that one.
Okay.
Andre?
The better you know English grammar, the more correctly you can speak.
Very good. Yes. Well done, guys. Okay, all 4 examples were excellent. Okay, so we have this under our belt. Yeah, we've succeeded in this. So let's move on. Now, 10. We can express the idea that things are equal or not equal in several ways. Okay. So, Andre, can you read this paragraph, please?
We use as to say two things are equal in some way. Marie's accent is as difficult to understand as Sophie's. It's mean that Marie's accent and Sophie's accent are equally difficult to understand. The same thing.
Yeah. Okay. So we understand this.
Yeah. Next.
Okay, so let's just recap on here. So both things are equal. Yeah. Mary's accent as well as Sophie's accent. Yeah, so Mary's accent and Sophie's accents are equally difficult to understand, or as difficult to understand. All right, let's do the next one. Ivan?
We use nearly as to say two things are almost equal. My mom's English is nearly as good as mine. My English is better than my mom's, but only a little better.
Very good. So, same as above, however, we throw in nearly.
Nearly.
A little distinction, yeah?
Yeah. Or you could, what else could you say instead of nearly?
Almost.
Almost.
Very good, yeah. My mom's English is almost as good as mine, yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah, in my opinion, almost is more commonly used than nearly.
Yes, you're correct. Yeah. But
It
both
is
are...
it is because we rarely use other forms.
Yeah. But see, this is why I ask you, what else could you use? I don't want you to just remember this one example and then just to use that all the time. Yeah. Try not to have a bad habit of repetition. You know, when you're repeating the same word in one sentence or one paragraph, it doesn't sound very good. Yeah, you should try to alternate.
Especially when you try to take exam.
Especially when you're doing the IELTS exam, yeah, or
Yes.
any other exam. Okay, and the last one. Rinat?
We use not as to say two things are not equal in some way. Hungarian is not as widely spoken as English. Hungarian is less widely spoken than English.
Yep. So here it's the opposite of the first one. We're just adding not to make it negative. Yeah, Hungarian is less widely spoken than English. Yeah, this is the meaning of Hungarian is not as widely spoken as English. Okie dokie. Now, before we move on to expressing attitude, I need at least one sentence from each.
At least one sentence.
Right. Right in chat?
You can write it in chat, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
You can practice your spelling that way as well. Or if you know one already, if you think you have something in mind, you can tell me. Olya?
I think I know English as well as I know French.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, well said. That was a great example. I think I know English as well as I know French. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Aren't you learning another language though?
French.
Just French, yeah?
Yeah, because I've been in Belgium many times.
Oh, I see. Are you planning to go back there?
Yeah, my grandparents live there.
I see. So you have family there. That's wonderful.
But how about Flemish?
But what?
Flemish, Flamansk.
It calls Dutch.
Oh, no, I don't know it.
Flemish?
Dutch.
Dutch.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a language spoken in Netherlands and part of the Belgium.
Yeah.
They call it Flandre.
Okay. Yeah. I miss French. I did French in school for 1 year. And yeah.
Can speak French.
Yeah. Well, not really. I forgot the whole lot. You see, I'm kind of good with languages.
Hello.
Sorry?
You know how to say hello.
I use some of these small phrases. Parlez-vous français? Oui, mademoiselle, and so on. The small things, you know. And I did the beginners thing for 1 year, and after that, I was actually learning German and English at the same time. You know, I was very young. I was maybe 10 years old. So, you know, trying to learn other languages, and then French as a third or fourth language was difficult. So I dropped French eventually. Yeah.
Yeah. To learn Deutsch, life is not enough.
Yeah. Life on its own is not enough. Yeah, German is very complicated. All right. So who can give me more examples?
Okay, can I? Oh.
Okay, you can write it. So if one is speaking, the other one can write. Excellent. Andre has already given us his example.
Yeah.
The sci-fi novels are as interested as fantasy.
Yeah. Yes, I am into this.
As
Course
fantasy ones.
Fantasy without S, yeah?
Without the apostrophe S. Yeah, you don't need to put.
Fantasy ones. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure you forgot about the R, A-R-E. That's a good sentence, yeah. The sci-fi novels are as interested. Do we say interested? Or interesting? In this case.
We can use, I think, both variants, because adjective may be used as interested. But
I think what you're trying to say, it should be interesting, because you are interested in sci-fi novels and fantasy novels.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sci-fi novels are as interesting as fantasies.
Fantasy ones. Yeah,
Fantasy
excellent.
Ones, yeah.
Much better. Excellent. Olya, the great opera is nearly as good as an excellent metal concert. Wow.
Yes, practically. It's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to be really into it to understand the difference, or to be able to compare. Well done, Olya. That's a good example. All right, Rinat. And
Because I cannot write, I don't have chat.
oh, true. Yeah, you can
just
tell
say
us.
orally. I just tell. The occupation of obstetrician is not as popular as economist.
Yeah, good. This is your opinion, yeah?
Yes.
Very good. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that sentence. Excellent. I like it. Ivan?
Okay. Barcelona is not as good team as they used to be.
Barcelona is not as good a team.
A team.
Yeah, in this case, you should use the article. Barcelona is not as good a team as they
used to be. Is
Very
it correct?
good. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Very good. All right. Are we all happy?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have any other examples, please don't hesitate to tell me or write them.
It's easy as 2 plus 2.
It's as easy as 2 plus 2.
Yeah, it's as easy as 2 plus 2.
Very good. See, the more examples you create, the easier you'll remember. See, I've used one just there. Yeah? Did you realize? Good. Lovely. Let's do the next one. Here we go. Expressing attitude. Okay, you can make your language more interesting by expressing your attitude with precision. Now, this is not the kind of attitude that you may think. That maybe some people like to have an attitude with other people and be snobby or whatever. No. Okay, one way to do this is with attitude markers. These are often adverbs, but they can also be phrases, and they modify a whole sentence or clause. Their position in a sentence is generally very flexible. Okay, Olya, can you read the example, please?
British people apparently spend an average of
90 pounds.
£90 a month on communication services. They have increased their use of such services in recent years, but and Terence,
Interestingly.
Where is the stress in this word? How do we say it?
I don't know.
In
Try.
the first, interesting.
Interestingly, no?
Well pronounced, Olya. Yes. Interestingly.
They spend less money on them because competition between companies had reduced the charges.
Yes. That's a very interesting couple of sentences. Yeah, well done, Olya. Thanks for reading that. So British people apparently spend an average of £90 a month on communication services. They have increased their use of such services in recent years, but interestingly, they spend less money on them because competition between companies has reduced the charges. So here we have apparently and interestingly. Okay, and this is very true actually. Yeah, £90 a month, probably more than that even. So let's look at this exercise below. Now we have 7 words or 7, attitude markers that we have here. Admittedly, as luck would have it, ideally, all things considered, even more importantly, undoubtedly, and arguably. Okay, which one of these are you familiar with?
With all of them.
Ivan, you know all of them. You've heard of all of them.
Me?
Yeah, who said all? Was it Rinat?
It was me, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, your voice has totally changed the way I'm used to it.
For better?
It's better. Yeah, you sound younger. I told you.
Okay.
You sound younger, so this is why I thought it was Ivan.
As luck would have it. What is it? As luck would have it.
So what I want you to do now is find out the meanings of these. If there is any of these that you don't know, so any of these attitude markers that you don't understand, see if you can translate it in your own language, or find the meaning or definition on Google or wherever else you can find it, because we're going to use them in the 7 sentences below coming up. So take a minute. Olya already found one of them. As luck would have it.
It's like luckily, if to say shortly. So let's get started.
Are you happy to start?
Yes.
All of you? Okay, so let's do the first one then. Who would like to get the ball rolling?
Okay, I can start. Due to the emergence of China as a leading economic power, Mandarin will undoubtedly become the foreign language of choice in future years. I'm sure of it.
Very good. Undoubtedly. Why do you say undoubtedly?
Because he is sure about it. He has confidence.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's given us proof. Yeah. And he's reassuring us. Very good. Undoubtedly. Without doubt. Okay, very good. Second one.
Ideally, I'd like to study at a British university, but I'm not sure I'll be able to. For financial reasons, I may have to stay here instead.
Very good. Yeah. Ideally.
Ideally.
What's ideally mean?
In perfect conditions. Like the best solution.
Yes, very good.
The best choice.
Yeah.
But
In a perfect world, in an ideal world, yeah? Or preferably. Yeah, preferably is also another word you can use.
And here I think the A, admittedly, is suitable too. Admittedly, I would like to study at British University, but, and like that.
I like ideally.
Yeah, ideally, however, is better suited here. Okay, so let's do the third one. Olya?
My friend wants to improve her speaking, and even more importantly, our school has just set up an English conversation club.
As luck
Maybe.
would have it.
Yes, I think.
Why?
Luckily.
Sad.
Yeah, why do we say as luck would have it?
Because
it's a good coincidence.
Oh, excellent. Yes, Ivan. Yeah. So, my friend wants to improve her speaking. Okay? As luck would have it, and no, it's like coincidentally, yeah. Our school has just set up an English conversation club. So there is your solution. Yeah, so to wanting to improve her speaking. So straight away, oh, how convenient. You could even say, and conveniently, our school has just set up an English conversation club. Okay. 4.
can you move it a little bit?
Oh, sorry, you can't see it. Yep.
Okay, let's try. Admittedly, English is a more useful language to learn than Italian. I still prefer Italian though. I guess it is admittedly because in this situation it is equal, although English is more useful, but I prefer to learn Italian.
Okay.
Honestly is a synonym too, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Frankly speaking, honestly speaking,
Yeah.
although also suitable as for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, all of them suitable. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, here you can put many attitude markers here. Yeah, so you can say admittedly, undoubtedly. You can also say arguably. Yeah, even arguably. It depends what you're trying to say. So the context has to be right. The sentence before or after. So you could change this conversation. Even all things considered, English is a more useful language to learn than Italian. I still prefer Italian though. Yeah, so you can use various attitude markers here. What about 5?
If I had spent more time studying.
Undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly, yeah.
I think we have already used undoubtedly. Maybe it was they were like considering something. Can you again take consideration? Yeah. Can we back? Can we go back?
Let's have a look.
All things considered.
Okay, there are 2 things you can put here.
Yeah.
2 of the attitude markers. So
all things considered. Yeah.
Undoubtedly is one of them. Okay, which was mentioned. Good. And
All things considered.
Arguably.
But we used undoubtedly already.
I don't think it really matters if we've used it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. You don't have to use it only once. You're not limited.
Then undoubtedly suitable too by the meaning.
Yeah, so we said undoubtedly, and what's the other one?
Maybe ideally.
But
Arguably, I think.
arguably,
Arguably, there are not any argues, I think.
no, there are only two that actually.
Admittedly, I could have
Yes,
got. Yeah.
yes, admittedly, because you're admitting, yeah, that you're admitting to the mistake that you have done. What mistake have you done?
Party.
You
partying,
haven't
exactly.
prepared.
Well done, Olya said it. You're partying. Because of that, you didn't get a good mark. Yeah. So I admit, admittedly, I could have got a better mark if I had spent more time studying and less time partying. Or undoubtedly, it's obvious. Yeah. So if I didn't go to the parties and spent more time studying instead, I would have got a better mark. So those two are the only ones that fit here. 6.
Pronunciation is undoubtedly the
Good.
most difficult aspect of speaking English.
Or, one more.
Admittedly.
Admittedly, yeah.
Pronunciation is undoubtedly the most difficult aspect of speaking English. According to who? Who says this? Do all students agree to this? No.
Maybe
The
no.
author.
So what's the other one that we can use?
Arguably.
Ah, excellent. Well done, Andre.
Yeah.
So somebody who really doesn't like pronunciation or really struggles with pronunciation will say pronunciation is undoubtedly the most difficult aspect of speaking English. Somebody, might say, oh, it can be, but it doesn't have to be. For me, it's not that difficult. So he might say arguably, because that person understands that some people or some students will struggle, but there are also other students that don't struggle. All right, and the last one.
What is that?
Sorry?
What is a good grasp?
Ah, to have a good grasp of English.
Comprehension.
Like catching.
Comprehension, understanding,
Yeah.
понимание.
Yeah, to have a good grasp, a good understanding, to comprehend something really well. A grasp physically means, when you're holding a glass in your hand, you're grasping it. Yeah,
Catching and the grasping are a little bit similar, yeah?
Catching is different. Yeah, catching is a bit different.
Семинар тут такое.
Okay, so who can do the last one?
As much as you can. Oh.
Okay. To have a good grasp of English, you must know about collocations. Taking into consideration, you must practice speaking English and use those collocations as much as you can.
Taking into consideration? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Or all things considered, yeah? All things considered.
All things considered.
Yeah. Okay, but there are two markers, attitude markers that fit better here.
Can you show us markers again?
Sorry?
Can you show us markers again?
Yes, sure.
I think evidently also suitable.
Even more importantly.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, even more importantly. Yes.
Even more importantly.
Even more important.
Let's have a look at the sentence again. Okay, so to have a good grasp, to have a good understanding of English, you must know about collocations. Even more importantly, you must practice speaking English and use those collocations as much as you can. Or, what's the other attitude marker? So instead of
undoubtedly,
something that's similar to even more importantly.
Ideally.
Ah, ideally.
Ideally, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, ideally, as a best, example,
practice.
best practice, you must, actually practice speaking English. Very good. Well
Can
done.
we say essentially?
Essentially. Well, in this sentence, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. Essentially would more refer to like basics or fundamentals,
Maybe
Okay.
obviously, because sentences is a thesis, and the next one is confirmation.
Yes, good. Yeah,
Like,
obviously, could
like logical consequence.
Yes, a logical consequence. Very good.
Can we say besides?
Besides.
I think we can say besides if we have more other things, and if you want to add some even more, then you should use beside. Beside of like previous.
Not so good idea, because it means that we should count 1, 2, 3 reasons. Besides, кроме того, то есть, как бы, we have one reason, and besides we have other reasons.
Yeah, good. And you could also say therefore.
Therefore, yeah.
Yeah. Therefore, you must practice speaking English. Yeah. And before we wrap it up, here are some more attitude markers. Obviously, Andre mentioned it. Inevitably, thankfully, predictably, fortunately or unfortunately, definitely, of course. Here you could use of course here. Of course, you must practice speaking English. Yeah. Undeniably, strangely, and so on. Thank goodness. You can actually put thank goodness where? Which sentence?
3.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done, Olya. So my friend wants to improve her speaking, and thank goodness, or thank God, our school has just set up an English conversation club. Yeah, so these are quite important. See if you can take a picture of this. Yeah, Olya has already done it. Excellent. So this one, as well as the one above. Okay. I don't know, Rinat, you probably can't do that. You don't have the capability. Yeah. Okay, any questions?
No, I don't have questions.
Well, it has truly been a very enjoyable lesson. I hope you benefited and enjoyed it as well.
Okay, it was undoubtedly productive lesson for me.
Good. Undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly.
Very good. So yeah, there's quite a fair bit that we've learned, which is good. I think we've covered everything from A to Z, and hopefully, with practice, it should stay.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, it'll stay in your mind. Okay, guys, you have a lovely night. Have a lovely evening, and I shall see you in the next lesson.
Okay. Yeah, bye.
Take care,
Have a
guys.
good evening.
Good evening. Bye.
Bye.